And away we go. Hey, listen up, YouTube. This is Larry Ology Young 3, and I'm just sitting with my uncle. No names need to be flung out there, but we're just sitting here talking about truth, and I hope this recording don't make him shut up, because he's full of the truth, people. So what's happening? You was just talking about how people don't use hardly any of their brain.
No.
They really
a
don't.
Small percentage of it. Look at the knowledge you can take in if you use more of it.
Yeah, and like I was talking a while ago, your brain is like a container.
You know what? Too many people, they get up in the morning and the same activities, and they don't extend their brain power no more. It just stops. They get up and eat breakfast and go to work and come home and eat. And
Man, that's so true.
They watch TV or something and go to bed.
Routine. It's a routine. Yeah, see, that's what school taught us. We're not taught in school. We're taught to be factory workers and get in the routine and be good little sheep.
Yeah.
You know, be good little sheep, eat your grass and go to work and don't ask no questions.
Yeah, I see it.
I was thinking today, I'm a servant. And if you look in the Bible, the good servant that he did his time and he could leave, but he got it made. He don't want to leave. They would bore his ear on the doorpost, wouldn't they? Yeah. And put a ring or something in there. Yeah. And he was a free slave, free servant. He could leave anytime he wanted. He didn't want to. And that's what a lot of us are. We're free slaves. Yeah. You're not. You don't. You're your own fella. That's cool.
You know what, though? It ain't always easy, though.
Oh, nothing's
you do it. Yeah. Do kind of what you think's right for you.
What was you saying about Adrian Rogers? He was talking about the...
Now, he was talking about gambling.
Yeah, gambling. That. Explain that again about the farmer and...
You know what? He basically said, when you gamble, somebody else has got to lose. Yeah, there's got to be, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose.
I'm going to move this up here so maybe it's really.
Yep, there's always got to be a lose. And you really see, when somebody loses, they're going to do without. Yeah. And if they got kids, they're going to do without.
I've always thought that gambling takes money from the poor and gives it to the rich somewhere around there. That's my thought.
It cycles back to the rich. That's what he was talking about. It kind of does, don't it?
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody's got this dream that they're gonna hit it. They're gonna hit the big one. They keep playing till
it's sad, isn't it?
They just keep losing.
And you know what? I studied out lottery winners, and most of these people that hit pretty big money, they die and everything else. They're broke within a year.
Yeah.
It's crazy what they do with the money. They have no idea what to do with that much money.
No, they nothing show, are they?
Do you have a plan if you instantly had $1 million? What would you do with it? Where would you put it?
Right.
How would you?
Yeah. If you know what, if it come on suddenly, you'd have to think about it, wouldn't it? I mean, just right now, if I had $1 million.
We don't have a plan for. I'm gonna get $1 million. People play the lottery every day, and they don't even plan to win. No. Honestly.
You know what? When they get it, they just go through it like.
It kills people. I know, like, I had an old buddy, David, starts with an S. You know him. He won like $100,000 or inherited it. Like, killed him. If I'd have got that, I think it would have helped me. Maybe it would have killed me. But he was able to afford all these drugs and everything he wanted. I've always said you can give a guy $100,000, it'll make him or break him.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Oh, it does.
You either go up or down on it.
Yeah, money's not evil in itself. It's the love of money.
Yeah, it is, ain't it? Do the wrong thing with it.
But it's the answer to 99 out of 100 questions. Go back to the money, baby. I'm sorry. It is. But my Uncle Ray here is really big into health and food and diet. And you got anything you want to share with the people? Like you're dealing with bread. You obviously have a issue with bread. But it's so important. People don't understand about fast food and commercialized food. you do. You have a good understanding of how food works and healing foods and just.
You know what though? It's hard to eat clean all the time.
Oh, I know.
It really is. That's the hardest part.
It's like I break
It
down
just-
on Sundays and eat some hot dogs with
Yeah.
sauce, onion, and cheese.
Sometimes
and
I'll be
just
doing
grin.
good, and then you get to craving something that's not good for you, and you might let it go. And a week or two will go on, and you'll see it again in the supermarket, and you're like, I might as well get it. I'll just keep craving it anyway. But then you eat it, and then you regret it.
Yeah, that's where prayer comes in. I don't think people understand how powerful it is to just say, hey, Lord, help me do this. Just a
Yeah.
simple, just like you
Right.
would ask your spouse or your brother to help you. You just say, hey, could you, help me do this? And thank you in Jesus' name. You always got to say in Jesus' name because
Yeah,
it's about the only way anything gets done.
yeah, that helps. Yeah, every time you see something that you needed help with, do that.
When I was a pastor and having some good services and the Spirit of the Lord was there and you're doing good, you kind of need to be aware that it's not really you. And I preached a message once. I brought power tools in the church, and I'm like, I give them to people, and I'm like, here, use this. And I'm like, oh, it ain't full of the Spirit. I said, you got to get plugged in.
Right.
So if you ain't got the Spirit in you, you're like a parasol not plugged into the wall.
Yeah.
You're not much good. You're a parasol, but
No.
until you
Right.
get plugged into the juice, the Spirit of the
Yeah.
Lord, you're really not much good.
No.
And then you
You
got to
gotta
have
feel it,
enough
don't
faith
you?
to pull the trigger. You may be juiced up, but faith without works is dead. So you have to pull the trigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, what's a fun message? Sorry, I think
Yeah.
I got you off subject.
No, that's true.
But food is important. What you put in your body.
You know what? I got some stuff made right now I want you to eat with me a little bit. I got green beans and
Dude, when I come in here, it smells like
Lean.
Thanksgiving dinner.
lean beef in it.
Oh, Uncle, you're a good cook.
Yeah,
All natural, too.
I've been cooking this for 3 hours.
Oh, it
it'll-
smells good.
It'll be tender.
We was talking about other things, and I can't remember now.
Yeah, I know it kind of.
I was just wanting to pull out some of your wisdom for my
Yeah.
my channel here, because you're pretty wise.
Well,
Now, we
let's
talked
see.
about the mind and the container, and then
One thing about your spine, I'll say, the disc between your spine is sulfate, and they said eat an onion every day, big as your fist. Eat an onion every day, and it replaces that sulfate in your disc in your spine, and also them discs need hydrophonic acid, which comes from green food, like green beans, Brussels sprouts, and green foods. It builds that fluid that fills them sacs up in your spine, and it really helps. Yeah.
so if you have lower back problems,
Yeah.
you want to eat a whole onion a day,
Right. Big
green beans,
Yep. Broccoli.
broccoli,
Anything green.
is good.
Yeah.
Good.
Right. And drink plenty of water.
See, water, that's where I struggle. We should drink nothing but water.
And
I
another
drink,
thing, don't drink no pop.
no, pop is of
No
the
pop.
devil. I'm sorry.
One pop a day deletes all your bone health away.
It
for
takes
one
30 bottles of water to get you back on track.
Day. Yeah.
I used to be a boiler technician, and we tested that water and kept the acid and alkali
Yeah.
at the right levels. If you drink one soda pop, people, listen to this. It makes your body acidic, and acidic is never good in any situation except maybe a car battery. But it takes 30 glasses of water to get you back on track to where your
Did
levels
you notice
are right.
there's more school kids got broken legs and arms and stuff than when we went to school.
I fell out of trees and wrecked cars and motorbikes and
everything.
horses and everything I ever attempted to drive or navigate or climb.
Yeah.
I eventually fell, and I only broke a collarbone one time.
You know what? We didn't drink pop. Hardly ever did when we was growing up.
Oh no, Mama got that
Right.
It was an 8-pack of bottles, 16-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And if one of us kids cracked one of them open, we was getting beat with a trash hamper lid. You didn't screw with Mom's pop. So yeah, we got maybe one pop. We'd go somewhere on Thanksgiving, and for a treat, Dad would get us one pop,
One pop.
and we had to share it. And if you was lucky, you got the first drink as soon
But
as
you know what? That was doing you the best help you ever.
Oh, I know. And then
it was saving your bones.
And then you had to be quick to get the first drink, because as soon as my brother Anthony got it, he'd make sure me and Billy was looking and spit in it. And then we're like, oh, we don't want no more of that. And he got the rest of the pop. We'd holler at Mom, and she'd be like, we can't waste pop. And me and Billy didn't want none. She could go ahead and share it. And he didn't and all that. And I hate to throw my little brother under the bus, but he did that. He spit in it, so he would get the whole dang pop. But that's how precious pop was to us kids, and I'm grateful for that.
Really, you done good by not getting it.
Exactly. I'm glad brother spit in pop.
Yeah.
That's funny. And pop is addicting. I remember seeing this old guy, was it Forrest or no? Some old guy would be out to we had country stores back then, you won't understand, but he would bring all the return bottles. He would be going and dumping them all in one and then drink it. I don't remember that guy's name, but see, these old country stores had a wood stove, and these old guys would hang out in there, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And shoot the breeze. But yeah, I remember seeing that guy do it. He would pour all the returns and drink it. He was broke, wasn't he? Couldn't afford a pop.
Yeah.
No. He wanted one. Sorry, I'm just a sidetracker. Yeah, what you eat. You are what you eat is a true statement. You are what you eat. But then for some reason or other, scripture has come to mind that maybe in the spirit it says, what goes in you don't defile you. It's what comes out of you.
Yeah.
Because we live in a fallen world, and we're subject to so much evil and seeing all this crap and half-naked women and all the advertising, and you're already struggling not to be horny all the time as a man, a man with muscles and drive and ambition. That, you know what comes along with a hard-working, ambitious man? A sex drive. I'm sorry, but it's a fight. I got sidetracked right there. I forgot my subject. I was on a roll. But that's just Larryology. You can agree with me, or you don't have to. Forget how I said it there tonight. Larryology. You can agree with me, or you can choose to be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
And you know what? Here's the thing that I've always known. The Bible says to work out your own salvation.
Yeah, that's about all you can do, ain't it?
Well, yeah, you can't. I can't look at you and say, "Well, he's not going to make it."
No.
I can't look at the orneriest guy ever, because maybe he's going to be like the guy on the cross and got saved at the last minute. Jesus said, "Today, you will be with me in paradise."
Right.
And he was a thief and a robber, right? Oh.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So you can't, when the Bible talks about judging people, I can judge people. I can say, ooh, you stink, you need a bath. Or, man, you're lazy, I can't use you helping me build this house. You're lazy, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't want to judge you, but, you're lazy, whatever. Right. But I could never, in a million years, say, you're going to hell.
Right,
that's judgment. I can't do that, because I don't know. You could be the evilest, cruelest, child molesting thing ever, but I don't know what you said before you died.
Yeah.
But that's how forgiving. We don't understand the agape love of God, how much He loves us.
Yeah.
It just, as humans, no human has ever loved like God.
No.
And the English language only has one word for love, and in the Hebrew or the Greek, I forget, there's 5 words for love. You can love your truck, you love your kid, but God, it's a love that just don't stop. It says that He will never, ever leave or forsake us. Never.
Yeah.
And we don't understand
It's never good to love any kind of material thing. You get to see people, they'll have a car and somebody will buy it and they'll wreck it and they'll just raise all kind of Cain. You throw a car all to pieces and in 10 years they won't even remember what they had.
No, you're right. It'll be an old rusty.
Yeah, piece of junk. Yeah.
That's one of the best things I took away from my divorce. When I got divorced, I had new truck, had a new Jeep, had a new car, had a brand new house. I built it. We was the
Right.
first one, only ones lived in it. It was awesome. Nice place, just all this stuff. And when the shit hit the fan or whatever, and I got a divorce, I found out right quick, none of that was mine. It all belonged to the bank. And when I said, I don't care, take what you want, we couldn't even sell it all and come out clean. It cost us money.
Right. To get rid of it.
None of that was mine. Now I have no bills, and everything I got is mine. I don't
Right.
owe nobody for it.
It's less stress, ain't it?
I mean, I give $1,000 for my truck. It's getting ready to turn over 300,000 miles. Old Ford 6-pop inline. An inline engine don't wear theirself out. They take away that force. You know how a 350 when you gas it, it goes like that.
like
My
that.
300 600 sits still. The way it works, it don't wear itself out. So they last forever. If you
Treat them right.
change oil and don't.
Change oil.
Yeah, I told someone the other day I could let you take my truck and you might not make it out the driveway.
Right.
But then I also and always
You
have
could.
and forever have believed that the Lord takes care of my vehicles. He blesses them. And I could almost bring up, I got 2 or 3 witnesses that could prove it. Remember that old white tool truck I had?
Yeah.
I would have drove that thing anywhere. I drove it.
Right. Everywhere.
I got hard up and had to sell it. And here's the funny thing about that truck. When I was a pastor, one of my people that went to church said, hey, Larry, one Saturday they called me and said, hey, the Lord's been wanting me to buy you a truck for 3 months, and it's driving me nuts. And Randy, Becky's man, you know.
Right. End up with it.
He took me to Kentucky. We found a truck. He wrote a $7,500 check, put it in my name, and said, there you go. Bless you. And that truck was perfect. And I got hard up and sold it several years later. And I would have drove it to Florida that night.
Right.
I told the guy, I said, it's the greatest truck ever. He didn't make it to work in it. He didn't have it. The motor, the transmission went out, the exhaust fell off, the lights quit working, the motor, the radiator screwed, I mean, everything.
It just fell apart when he got it.
It fell apart when he got it. He's like, he got mad at me. He said, this is the biggest piece of shit I ever had. But he did. He put a new motor, new radiator, new tranny, new rear end, new brakes, new exhaust. And when he got it all done, his first day to work, he got T-boned and it got totaled.
Total.
I mean, it's coincidence, whatever, but
Boy.
I told someone that today. I said, I would let you use my truck, but you wouldn't make it to town in it. It'd break.
Well.
And the car I drive, I give $200 for it.
Yeah.
And I drive it to Florida. Me and you went places.
Right.
It's a blessed
That's
car.
good.
But that's my thinking. And if you can't get your faith and your thinking right, like I know that the Lord heals us. I know by His stripes we're healed. And you can't question me about it. It's just, I believe that as much as the sky's blue.
Yeah.
And I stand on that. And so I never get sick. My kids never get sick.
No.
People talk about their kids and they're like in the emergency room all the time. When Daisy was about 6, 8 months old, she got a little sick and we took her to the emergency room. They fooled around. We was there 4 hours. They give her Tylenol, charged me $500. And I told Rachel, I said, we ain't never done this again. And my kids never went back to the doctor, never was sick after that.
Wasn't much help anyway, was
But
it?
it's belief.
Yeah, you could have just got some Tylenol and just done it yourself.
Well, no, you pray and have faith in the Lord.
Yeah, just get something for a fever and...
No, I didn't give the kids any medicine whatsoever, ever. I never give them Tylenol. We didn't do that.
Oh,
I told Rachel, I said, you're not giving these kids them
have good
drugs.
immune systems.
Let their immune system fix herself.
Yeah.
See, when a kid gets sick, listen to this, and you know about the body and how shit works. Sorry for cussing. But when my kids got sick, I didn't go, oh, I did at first, that first time with Daisy, went to the emergency room and all that, and then I think the Lord showed this to me, but He's like, when them babies get sick, let them deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't give them immune and vaccinations. Let them babies deal with it.
Yeah.
And their immune system will grow. And like, Let them run and jump when they're made out of rubber.
Yeah.
When little kids fall down, they don't break their arm. They could be running, wreck big wheels. They don't break their arm.
No.
You got to let them learn all that when they're little. Let them fall down when they're made out of rubber. I've said that so many times.
You know something, Mo? When you was growing up, you had a good bone building meals.
Oh, my mom cooked.
Yeah.
We raised a garden
she cooked,
every year.
I mean, stuff that was.
Oh, my mom loved us with food. And like I was telling you a while ago, when food is made with love, don't you think it's got more power?
Oh, it's way cleaner.
So all the food Mom made me, every time.
Yeah.
I still stop in at Mom's. You know what the first thing? Are you hungry?
You know what? She made a lot of vegetables, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, we canned green beans. And we canned them little round potatoes. That was some of my
New
favorite.
potatoes.
We canned them.
Right.
We had a cellar. We
Yeah.
had 2 acres of potatoes one year. I remember one year Mom was so mad because we had like 12 baby turkeys and a nice garden with these green taters. But when we went to dig the taters, the turkeys had come up missing.
Right.
Because we had this stupid dog named Jimmy. But when we went to dig the potatoes, the dog had killed the turkeys and buried them in potato patches. Ruined both of the things. You know what? We shot that damn dog. Mom got mad. She's like, shoot that dog.
Yeah.
But you got to understand my mom. My mom is a superstar. Hey, did you hear the news? They're going to make a TV show about her.
Yeah.
Ain't that neat?
That'll be good.
Mom's the local host on the county radio station, and Mom's just a superstar. She's opened up for George Jones and
Hey, you know something?
Who all knows?
Reminds me of kind of like Mama Abner or something.
yeah. But anyway, Mom, when me and my little brother was little fellers, Dad had this home light chainsaw, no safety options. It was a blue home light 112 or something. Hard to crank, but me and my little brother went in there and said, can we use the chainsaw? Mom's like, well, if you can get it started. And I forget who held it down and who pulled the rope, but me and Anthony, we got that fired up and we cut trees down and built a fort. And it was loud. It didn't have any safety options. You know what I mean? When you give it the gas, it would jump out of your hand.
Yeah, it was
I think we both run it. I think Anthony I held the bar and he gave it the gas. We were that young, and Mom's like, you can get it started. And when she heard it running, she didn't run out there and say, oh, you're going to get hurt.
Right.
My mom had faith that we would be fine.
Right. You made it.
She would kick us out of the house in the morning after feeding us the best breakfast ever. She'd be like, go outside. And we would get on these old ragtag dirt bikes and hit the woods, just no cell phones, no way. Mom never worried. Just be home to eat.
Right, you had to do it.
We live in a different world, don't we?
Well, I think we're ready to eat.
Well, YouTube, that's my uncle. Got any words of wisdom?
If you get heartburn tonight, take your tablespoon of celery seed. Drink a bottle of water.
It works, folks. He turned me on to it 6 months ago, and celery seeds will kick heartburn's butt. All right, this has been Larryology, and it's good to share our thoughts and wake up to the truth. One thing's for sure, Jesus is the only way. You really need to be born again. I don't know how to stress that enough. I don't care what else you do. You can stock up food, get guns, ammo, but if you're not born again, none of that's going to be worth much at all. So, hey, Larryology, I'm out.